Michelle, and I am back with my October update. And I didn't do a September update. So the last time you saw me was the first week of September. And at that time, my weight was 186, which I wasn't very happy with. However, in September, September was my birthday month. And yeah, I celebrated all month long, safely, properly, socially distanced and masked. But yeah, September was a fun month, but wow, did I pack on the pounds in September. I cannot believe it. So before I knew it, at the end of September, my weight had ballooned up to 198 pounds. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And wow, was I scared. Because if you've watched me for any length of time, I constantly say that the one promise that I have made to myself is that I would not let my weight go back over 200 pounds. Okay? And I'm going to give you a little short story, hopefully it's short, of why that promise is so important to me. So many years ago, before I had weight loss surgery in about 2009, so I had my weight loss surgery in 2017. Wow. Yeah. So in 2009, one day I stepped on the scale and it said that I weighed 320 pounds. I'm 5'3". So that is a lot. It's a lot for any height in a woman, but to be 5'3" and 320 pounds. But the thing is, I guess the thing that horrified me the most was that I had no idea that I weighed so much. Now, at that time, I'm not saying that I didn't constantly diet and lose weight and gain weight, and I had a scale that I would, weigh myself when I was dieting, but I think maybe about 6 months had passed, and I don't remember what was happening. Oh yeah, it was a very stressful job. So about 6 months had passed. I knew I was gaining a little bit of weight, but it just never occurred to me that my weight would ever get that high. I don't know, I almost stupidly thought that at 5'3", maybe I couldn't even go over 300 pounds. That sounds really stupid now, but... So anyway, I stepped on the scale, could not believe it, and then I was afraid because I was like, wow, does that mean that I might go over 400 pounds? 500 pounds? Wow. So right then and there, I started making some changes to my diet and my lifestyle, and I got below 320 pounds. And once I got below 320 pounds, I made a promise to myself that I would never ever see 300 on the scale, that I would never go over 300 pounds again. And this was years before my weight loss surgery. I was able to keep that promise to myself. Now I say that because over the years, I'm 49, I have made thousands of promises to myself that I never keep. That is one promise that I can say that I kept, was that even though I still didn't have my act together, and even though I still gained and lost, as much as 80 pounds, 90 pounds, gained and lost, but I never allowed myself to go over 300 pounds again. And one of the ways that I kept that from happening is by occasionally weighing myself and not letting too much time pass. Even if I knew that I wasn't eating right, I would still make sure I stepped on the scale at least once a month, just so I could make sure that I wasn't getting close to 300. So fast forward all these years to my weight loss surgery, I finally get into Wonderland, and when I get into the 170s, that is when I make the second promise to myself that I intend to keep, that I will not go over 200 pounds, which means do whatever I have to do, keep an eye on my weight, do not let myself go over 200 pounds, no matter what. I'm going to keep that promise. So far I have. And so when I saw 198, I could not believe that I was so close. So close. So close. So for the month of October, I started getting more serious, trying to be, try to eat better, of course, move more, all those types of things. And so by the end of the month, I was a little disappointed that I didn't lose more. It seems like this weight really, really wants to stay. I had only lost 3 pounds in October, but at least the scale is moving away from the 200s, which is what I want. So on October 31st, I weighed 195. So today is November 3rd. So that was just a few days ago. And I'm losing my train of thought. That was a few days ago. So what am I doing next? What's coming up? Couldn't think of a good transition there. Okay. My 4-year surgiversary is January 4th. Okay? And I was so proud of myself for my 1-year surgiversary. And I was so proud of myself at my 2-year surgiversary. For my 3-year surgiversary, I was in a lot of pain. So I don't know if you remember that video back then. I was in a lot of pain, so I actually didn't care what my weight was for my 3rd-year surgiversary. So now, 2.5 months away from, not 2.5 months away, 2 months and a little bit away from my 4-year surgiversary. And I want to be proud of myself on my 4-year surgiversary. And pride doesn't always have to do with weight. So what I have decided to do, so I know that pretty much all of you have heard of 75 hard, right? If you haven't, just Google it. I'm not going to do the 75 hard. I am doing my own version of the 75 hard, which actually in a lot of ways is harder than the 75 hard. But the thing about the 75 hard is that the point of it is not that the things are necessarily all that hard in and of themselves. Well, maybe drinking a gallon of water is to me. But it's the fact that you have to do it every single day without fail for 75 days. And that's what's hard. So I started my own challenge, which I'm calling the Boot Camp Challenge. Boot Camp 65, there we go. The Boot Camp 65 Challenge, because I started it on November 1st. And on November 1st, there was exactly 65 days until my 4-year surgiversary. So I am doing this boot camp every single day without fail for 65 days. Now, of course, the main reason why I want to do this is for my weight. I looked at my calendar, my weight loss tracker, and it just so happens that as of today, I weigh exactly 20 pounds more than I weighed 1 year ago today. 20 pounds. Now, also about 1 year ago today was when I started having issues, these digestive issues. I was in a lot of pain and I could not figure out what was going on. And then I eventually figured out that alcohol helps my pain a lot. And so I started drinking more alcohol. And like I said, if you have to watch my videos, I had all the tests and labs and all that stuff, and they think it might be IBS or something. All I know is that I really just can't tolerate a lot of different vegetables and some other miscellaneous things. I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I can and cannot eat. But I am feeling much better now. But during this year that I've been struggling, I have not been paying attention to my weight, and I have been overeating and over drinking. And so, yeah, my weight gain didn't start with COVID. It really started with this stuff. But anyway, back to my boot camp 65. So I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing for my boot camp 65. You're going to have to wait for the video where I do that, where I tell you about all of that. I will say, so I'm 3 days in, and wow, I mean, I can't remember how long it's been since I have felt so motivated by something, so energized by something, so excited by something. Can't think of any other words, adjectives, whatever. I'm excited. Of course, it's only day 3. So yeah, we'll see how excited I am by day 30. But it is a little bit more difficult than I thought. You know, one of the things that I'm doing, for example, is getting up at 6 a.m. every morning. Now that is 1 to 2 hours earlier than I normally get up. So I'm getting up at 6 a.m. every morning and working out, even on my days off. That has been one of the more challenging things. I don't know why, for some reason I thought it was going to be easy, but then when I actually did it, that's going to take some getting used to. So, the other thing I like about this is that, yeah, I had messed up my train of thought. So although the main reason why I'm doing this is to lose weight, winning the challenge, all I have to do is do all 65 days every single day, and that will be considered a success. On my 4-year surgiversary, when I do my update video, I will be happy if I can say that I completed all 65 days perfectly. And so my success has nothing to do with the scale. I want the scale to go down, but this challenge, the challenge is for me to be able to do all these things. The challenge is for me to build mental toughness, as Andy says, the guy who came up with the 75 hard. I want to build mental toughness. I want to make another promise to myself that I keep, which is that I'm going to do this every single day for 65 days. I want to see how I feel once I actually accomplish this, because I am going to accomplish it. So my next video I will be doing at the end of the month, or maybe the first week of December. Well, I'll tell you how the whole month went. So yeah. And I'll tell you what my actual challenge goals and stuff are too. So thank you guys for watching, and I will get back to you later.